Alright, welcome back to Renaissance of the Antiquities, session 52. We left our group of companions, not sure we'd call them heroes quite yet. They had finally arrived at Aracrost after a long journey through the woods. They had met the emissary related to the Earth Anchor, Senex Glebe, and learned much of the history behind the anchors, the emissaries, and the world at large. When they arrived at the prison camp, they found very quickly that it was not under the control of the Vith any longer, and instead had been taken in control by elementals of Earth, creatures from the elemental plane, realm of Earth. A little bit of investigation was done before Fizz got captured by the elementals attempting to leave the site. Instead of trying to escape himself, giving Raoul the chance to meet back at the party and let them know what had happened. Fate, chances, or perhaps something else, though, led Fizz to the reconnection with Karash York and a small band of friends, adventurers, employees, not sure what, that traveled with him. Fizz was freed by Karash from his binds, was returned his things, and the group of them waited for the rest of the party to come down and reconnect before they could make their plan to decide what to do about the prison camp. Were they to book it for the mines and try and head off the source of all of this problem, or perhaps try to do something here? The options were weighed. There were Vith arbiters that were captured and ready to battle, but knew they had overwhelming forces. There was the whole group of you all as well, and in addition, there was the Shaper himself in his Shaper's Tower. After some more scouting, you all decided to visit the Shaper and at the same time begin to cause a mass riot across the camp. The Arbiters were given a cue to come out and aid in the battle, and you went in and met very briefly with the Shaper. Due to the chaos outside, not many pleasantries or words were had, except the pleasantry of Mowgli eating the turkey off the table. And more or less, the Shaper pointed you all down towards the mines, where you all already had your suspicions that something was down there preventing his tower from teleporting away, and preventing him from freeing his arbiters from the binds these elementals have shackled them with. And so in the chaos, you all ran across the field into the mines. A few of the elementals assaulted Karash and his group, but as was planned, they were swiftly taken care of, and everyone made it in. You traveled through the mines before you eventually found a long shaft leading straight down, some 300 plus feet into the depths of the realm, where, at the end of the tunnel, protruding from a mass of geodes, metals, gems, at the back end of the wall, is what looked very similar to the first anchor some of you had made it to. However, this one was pinched shut by a white, spear-like material. Raoul knew this to be the artifact, the thing that he has been looking for, one of the things he's been looking for. And so, Senex said a few things, gave a few last-minute pieces of information, and Raoul approached the portal and pulled the shard of ale from it. Now, this is where we pick up And when this happens, Raoul pulls the shard from the portal like a needle holding two pieces of cloth together. The portal folds open, and you can see beyond the vast, impossibly tall mountains, impossibly deep crags, and various arches that are larger than rivers themselves, spiraling across the sky, against an actual sky to its background. Though no clouds exist in this sky. No birds, no trees, no greenery. Nothing with the various shades of gray and browns that is this place beyond. Now, when Raoul takes hold of this shard, I believe you can, yes, Viz. When he takes hold of this shard, a surge of lightning and electricity and sound begins to emit from it. And Raoul, while you experience this differently, everybody else sees the lightning course through your body, and he is disintegrated to dust. Raoul. For a moment, you feel like you are touching every part of this chamber. You feel as if your senses have expanded. You can feel the heartbeat. You can sense the blood moving in the veins of the people around you. You can feel their lungs expanding and collapsing. You feel everything. There is a power, though, that draws your attention. There's a feeling. What do you do?
Can I see anything? Or is this
not
all
in the
just like
traditional sense? You're more feeling everything.
Gotcha.
You know where the people in the room are, and you can, in an abstract way, see where they are, but you have no actual sight.
He starts to head towards that source of power that he feels.
You begin to focus on the power. It is tremendous. It is frightening, in a sense. But you feel yourself reach it. As you do, you begin to feel your body returning to normal. But there's still that feeling of something ahead of you. Do you resist and push forward, or let normality take its course?
Oh, this is stuff to do with... Okay, he just grabbed something that was Astron. Feeling power. He'll continue to push forward.
Make me a will saving throw.
This one's not great. Let's see. My will. Yeah, that's about what I thought that'd be. And that's actually a good save.
A good save indeed. You hold on to the feeling, and you reach out with whatever sense of feeling that this is, and you grasp hold of the power roll. In that moment in the room, the rest of you see a flash of blinding light, and in its place is standing Raoul holding the shard. There is static that flows across his body, lighting up between the betweens of his scales. Raoul, you are sparked.
Oh boy.
And you now know the power of the item you hold.
Ah, wonderful. Even better.
The Shard of Ale. Looks like a broken piece of glass made of a solid white, softly glowing metal. It is pointed on its tip with jagged edges that stick out across its length, and sparks of electricity flicker over its surface, accompanied with wispy sounds.
Very cool.
And it has all 7 charges for the day. But that is the level that you are. The first ability, Static Tether, does not consume charges, though the others do. The lightning recedes around Raoul's form itself and filters back into the shard. The light redims, although the shard itself gives off a 20-foot radius glow caused by the ricocheting lightning around its form. Bit of a flickering light. And he stands before you. Fizz and Nithyrn, the two of you, you feel it. You feel what has just transpired here, and you know that he is sparked.
I thought you were a goner for a second.
Alright, told ya. I'm rune chosen. Nothing will take me out.
Think this is something else?
Something to do with this. Maybe. I did gain a vast amount of knowledge within seconds about this weapon. I feel like I know pretty much everything about it already by just touching it.
Well, did it tell you what we're supposed to do?
Nope.
I didn't think that this was possible, Senex says, moving forward. That would explain some things. My spark, why it was so weak, why I forgot so quickly, so completely. When this shard destroyed the Titan, it must have sundered the spark in some way. Split it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And you haven't been paying attention recently.
I know what being spark means and whatnot, but what does that have anything to do with me?
Well, whether you like it or not, it has thrust you into a world beyond what you once knew. Ask the others. I'm sure they understand. And he motions toward Fizz and Nithyrn.
Honestly, nope. No clue. Just we're wrapped up in this stuff somehow.
what Senecus has told us and our experience with Sin, I think you now have a choice that could change the very fate of the world, to be honest.
Is this how you guys do the? Is this how you guys do the whole thing where you turn regular Asteron into white Asteron? RJ showed me that one time.
Yes.
Well, that was something that Sin gave us. That's correct.
Yes, but I do believe it is tied to the fact that we are both sparkling.
You think it's the same ability or something different?
I don't think we would be able to do it if we lost our spark. If we lost our connection to Sin, I don't think we would be able to do that anymore.
Interesting.
Well,
And I mean, at the very least, it seems that there are but a few people left with this connection. Gaining a new person is rare.
I don't think it's every day you find something like this, though.
No. You were the one who reached out and touched it. I mean, Mowgli could have certainly tried to grab at it.
True, but this is mine from the second I saw it. As he then puts on his back.
I find it interesting that you say that you learned so much, such a short amount of time about this spear.
Well,
Perhaps you had always known it and merely forgotten.
no. I'm about positive that's not it. At all. That sounds ridiculous.
I believe him. The gloves did the same thing.
I was in a few seconds, I would say, maybe half a minute. I don't know how long I was gone, but I felt like I was in a different area for a minute. I could feel you guys, but I couldn't see anything. And then I felt this great power, and I grabbed onto it. And with that, I gained the knowledge of this spear. I'm pretty sure I did not know this beforehand.
You're saying this Senex is coming up towards you, Raoul.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes to reach his hand toward your chest. Do you stop him?
No. There's no reason.
He places his hand over your heart and closes his eyes. The others of you say Sin gave you power beyond the spark.
He called it a boon.
Mm-hmm.
I have just tried to give my boon to Raoul. It is not my spark that resides within him. I cannot grant him a boon.
Ah.
Do you know whose spark is inside of it?
If I had to guess... And he looks at the spear. I would imagine it has something to do with that. and the one who wielded it.
Is that ale?
Yes.
Wonderful. Is he still alive? Do you know?
He felled me in
Like-
battle. I know not what became of the Titan after that. I imagine he fell in time as well. The question would be today, where's his emissary?
Did you know him? Do you know the emissary?
Not me personally. I wonder, though. You say it was mine from the moment you found it. Yours from the moment you found it.
Oh, I'm just saying that because one of my quests, one of my missions here is to retrieve this for the Shaper, but I don't think he'll be seeing this.
So my question would be, how did he know it was here?
It's a
And
good
why
question.
would this man want it?
Better question.
Questions you should ask.
True.
But, and he stands and looks at the portal. For now, I would hope that I would have all of your aid. There are many other emissaries and artifacts and things out there in the world that I'm sure people are finding and reigniting with, but we have a problem here now. Will you help me face it?
I will.
Yep. My main quest is probably in there somewhere, so I have to.
You are a man riddled with quests, aren't you?
It's how I live my life. One step at a time. Or one quest at a time, one might say.
Seems like you're doing a bunch of them at once.
Well, it's not my fault, I keep on getting them, okay? This was given to me by the Shaper. Now, this also includes the thing from that silver Titan, maybe not Titan's not the right word, but whatever that thing was.
Forge.
What's in there is what I've been looking for since I've left my home. That's a personal quest.
Well, quests aside, when we enter through this portal, I know not what we will find. But I do know I never completed the anchor, and it will take all of my focus to begin the ritual. I will need time, so no matter what lies beyond that door, protect me. Give me the time to finish it, and I can close the flow of this energy and make the area around where this place stands safe again.
Well, let's do this then.
Senex just sort of stands by the portal waiting.
Biz, are our new friends going to help? We should make sure we appropriately utilize them. That may be up to you. Sign, of course.
Well, turn to the big human-looking one that I know was in disguise and ask, how, are you willing to join us inside?
I only understood bits and pieces of the nonsense everyone just said. But I'm in. And so are they. And he turns and gives them look like a "you're in this, you're coming" look. Irin easily agrees. Abry's the one that Irin has to kind of, "Don't worry, I'll protect you, you'll be fine." And Virasass just nods.
Well,
We've come this far.
Yeah. Let's go inside.
All right. So then, is everybody entering into the portal?
Yes.
Yep, yep.
Alrighty. Let me get to the right thing myself first. As you all step in and through the portal, you feel the similar twisting and compression and pulling that you have once before for some of you that have gone through a portal like this. The breath is nearly knocked from your chest as you feel yourselves being twisted across space and time. There are flashes of colors, and at one point your vision goes dark before being blinded. It is a chaos and torrent of sensation. When you arrive on the other side, however, you find yourself being thrown, scattered, chucked, and not in control of yourself at first, before you abruptly and heavily land scattered around a massive 40-foot tall pillar carved in strange symbols that can't even be called arcane or runic. They glow with a brilliant power. Raoul, you immediately notice that these are not runes drawn, but they are drawn of Astron itself. The main center pillar has a myriad of metal ore-like veins shaped into sharp spines sticking from it, and there are many gemstones that cover its surface. There are 8 smaller, albeit still 25-foot tall pillars that surround this thing, mostly made of stone, with what looks to be like veins of metal themselves. As soon as you all enter into the battlefield, everything is disoriented and scattered. You all find yourselves thrown apart from each other randomly. And almost immediately as you're able to stand up and gain your senses as to what the hell's actually happening, the center pillar immediately begins to hum with a bright energy as sand begins to swirl around it. All of the smaller pillars begin to vibrate. Lines of metallic lines of metallic like lines begin to connect at the bases of all of the pillars, and they all seem to link themselves to one another. And that is immediately initiative that we are going into. I need to restart that. Or the API. 1 second. To describe around you, it is nothing but barren wasteland. You find yourself on the top of a massive cliffside overlooking the vast expanse of gray and brown rocky terrain. Almost immediately as it begins, and all of you begin to gain your bearing on what the hell is happening around you. There we go. This pillar turns completely to dust and rubble, like it's decaying and falling, like it just got destroyed. And then in the ground nearby, it rises up out of the side of this cliff, reforming into itself.
The pillar moved?
The pillar. It crumbled and then re-rose elsewhere.
Okay.
And I forgot to open all of their character sheets, so give me a moment there.
If you alt-click on the token, it should open up the character sheet.
Yeah.
Provided they're linked.
Yeah, they are. Yes, learn Dungeon Master. As a side note, Senex is up here and he is beginning ritualistic chants and songs through the air, planting his feet firmly as he raises his hands. Another note, all of these cliff edges and faces are 15 foot tall from top to bottom. Alright. Irin. He... immediately his hands flame into fire as towards the one that just popped up by Nithir, and he chucks a flaming bolt of fire over and toward it, striking and blasting some of the stonework off of it. This one moves and reforms over here, crumbling and forming. This one goes here. Opening this character sheet. Abri summons some sort of inner strength from within herself, and her form suddenly becomes surrounded by a watery veil of armor. As she attempts to close in the gap and move toward Irin. And on the side, the nearest pillar to Irin not knowing if these are friend or foe or what, but seeking to protect him, she raises a column of acid salt in the air from the ground up, surrounding the, oh, that's much bigger than I thought it was. Hold on. Maybe she doesn't do that. That's one of her one per day abilities. Hold that thought. This is not the time. That would coat the whole battlefield. She just double moves to get to Ira. Mowgli, you're up here on the cliff side. My recommendation on this map too is to be decently zoomed out. I think you're muted.
Maybe it disconnected. Or
It's still in Discord.
Hello?
Yep.
Yep, there you go. You're good.
Oh, you just hit the button when you put your headset back. Or you didn't push it in all the way.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yep, you're good now.
Sorry.
You saw the red light?
Yeah, I saw it. 15-foot drop is nothing for him?
It could be damage based on an acrobatics check.
And
I mean, he's 8 feet tall. I mean, that's half as small drop for him, I would think. But okay. So
It's about the distance you fall, yeah.
how many, what's his range? How many squares?
You can move 6 squares or 30 feet, which is equivalent.
How
Every square is 5
tall are
feet.
these things? How tall are these things?
These smaller ones are 25 foot tall. This massive center thing is 40 foot tall and glowing, with sand swirling around it. All of them have thorny, spinish things. So as you move and jump off of the ledge there, Mowgli, go ahead and make me an acrobatics check, which is a skill check under the skills tab.
Hold on. Okay, athletics.
All right, you're fine. You tumble and roll and get back up on your feet and make the whole distance over. Now you started
Good today.
there. You can still move like 10 more feet if you wanted to.
yeah.
That's how many squares?
2. And that would be the double move, so that'd be your whole turn. But it'd get you to where you're trying to go.
What if I moved here and got an attack on this guy?
You've
I
already
do that?
moved more than 30 feet, or 40. Sorry, your movement speed's 40. You've already moved more than 40 feet, so you can't do an
No
attack.
attack?
If you do.
Alright, so I'm just gonna go
Right.
here.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds good. Raoul!
These things haven't done anything threatening yet, have they?
Nothing has done any sort of offensive action, but as soon as you guys all appeared on the field, they the smaller ones started moving, and the center one seemed to power up. But nothing offensive has
Yeah.
happened yet.
Only
They're not
one
even-
of them.
They don't even resemble anything alive. These are literally just like stone, rock, and metal pillars.
Yeah. Only one of them actually moved directly on someone. The other two actually just moved. Now, if they all like went right onto someone, that would have been more of an aggressive formation. I don't know exactly. As a player, I'm about 9% sure they think they're going to attack us. I don't know what Raoul will do yet.
He's a pretty untrustworthy fella.
Well, he just doesn't know what to make out of these things yet. Is there any type of roll I could make? to get an idea of what these might be?
Knowledge planes.
I don't have that, so.
I'll let you do an
Raoul,
there's an astrocraft check you could do on the center massive one, as there is Astron inlaid.
That's fine. I don't know, I'm just trying to get an idea, motivation, something. 28 Astron? Astrocraft?
Alright. The center one definitely seems to have some sort of Astron core. And if this is any sort of creature or being or anything with sentience, that means it has the potential to have a lot of power within. But as to how or what that may be used for, you're unsure.
Alright. And doing any of the abilities from the Shard of Ale is a standard action, right?
Yes. They're all standard actions. I guess I did forget to put that down.
I just wanted to make sure. I assumed they were. Alright, not knowing exactly what's going on.
Static tether isn't. That's part of an attack, but
Yeah.
the other ones are all standards.
No, 100% sure. Knowing what's going on, Raoul's going to, could do that. I could also just do that. How much burn does that take on me? It's probably negate that burn if I did that. I'm not gonna do any of that shit. I don't think any of that's gonna help me in this fight. Except in 1 point of burn. Okay. I'm gonna do that then. Standard action, I'm going to call on the power of this shard and do Static Veil. So for the next 20 minutes, I have a crackle of veil, of electricity that surrounds me with a hum. The veil negates magic missiles that are directed at you and provides a +2 deflection bonus to your AC. So I just picture like...
Yep. And at any time during the next 20 minutes, you can discharge it to unleash a loud blast that deals damage to things around you.
And then, as my move action, I am going to...
Now, because this is a new item, I will just point this out. Now that you've used one charge, you no longer can use Scattered Lightning. Keep that in mind.
Yes. No, I understand that.
Okay.
But
just want to make sure you're thinking about that.
Oh no, it was in my mind. I feel like this will be more beneficial in this fight. The other thing would be really good too, but and then as my move action, I am going to what's that ability called again? Elemental Overflow, where I start to channel for a round to make it so I don't have to take any burn for my next thing that does burn.
Okay.
Negates 1 burn. And that will be my turn.
Alright. Veersas. Not entirely know what's happening yet either. She is going to begin her bardic performance as she begins to sing across the battlefield, inspiring courage to all that can hear. So everybody but Nithir and +2 morale bonus on saving throws versus Charm and Fear, and +2 on attack and damage rolls. And immune to mind affecting ability effects. Also, never mind.
That's only within 30 feet, right?
I think it's just
hearing
whoever can hear.
distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. I thought that was.
I wasn't sure what if our wanted to rule as within hearing distance, so I've just been putting up the 30-foot circle because that's safe.
It's much more than that.
Yeah.
And then she begins to move toward high ground as she is an archer. This stone colonnade moves out over here. Through its disappearing and reforming. This one reforms over there. Fizz.
The morale bonus is stacked.
No.
I mean,
She's taking your spotlight.
she's taking my spotlight.
Could have attacked me. It was right next to me.
It could have.
Kind of odd.
Yeah, that's why.
Well, I think it had a move. It's got to move, and then when you moved, it didn't attack you. You take an attack of opportunity. But were you close
There's
enough?
that as well.
I was one square away.
You were.
I too will be starting a bardic performance of Inspire Courage as well, because nothing else I don't think is really useful, but I need to start it. I can use Ormir's Singing Steel, just like tap it in my hand to get that song going, get that vibe going. And as my standard, I'm going to cast a spell, and I'm going to cast Allegro. So now I am hasted, as long as I keep my bardic performance.
Dang.
Can I see? Can you show me the move? Like it's a quick spin move, or?
It has to be quick, it has to be swift.
I know of that spell. That's a very good bard spell.
That is a good spell.
Yeah. And now I will be moving
Double.
40 feet.
Oh,
How's
right,
the-
yeah.
There.
You got it.
I'll do that one.
And that's my.
Yeah, I don't think any of us really knows what to make out of this yet, really.
Alright, Chronozon. What did I do with him? He's over here. Let's see here. Karash is still flat-footed, so he can't do anything. Chronozon's on the field. So Chronozon's gonna move to his master. Because that's what he would do until he gets orders. Because he's a dog. He runs across the battlefield over towards Karash. Nithir.
Alright, so a full retreat, does it have to be in a straight line?
No.
And I can move 4 times my distance?
If you're running, that has to be in a straight line. That's not a full retreat. A full retreat would be full round action for double your movement.
Okay, full round for double movement, which you can do anyway. But it doesn't avoid attack of opportunity.
Or the
And
first square that you move out of.
say that
for
again.
the first square. So it only protects you from moving out of this square. So for example, if something had a 10 or 15 foot reach, if you move out of that square, you still provoke.
Yeah, understood. So we haven't really seen anything hit anything yet, though, right?
No.
No, nothing has made anything resembling an attack.
Except for Aaron or whatever his name is.
Yeah, well, he's a hothead. He shot at the first thing that moved.
Oh, that's fair. I was just like, he's only
That was my entire thinking in that.
fair enough.
It moved, he feels threatened, he's shooting it.
Okay. kind of a staticky field surrounds me. I appear here and use that uses my move, right? And so then
Yes.
I will use my action as another move. Can I run for that part of the move, or do I need to just...
You can only do your normal movement speed now.
Okay, so I will go to
Running is a 4-round action.
here. 50 foot.
You got it.
And I switch in. Oh no, at 40. I'm sorry. Too far. About there, I think. And I am full defense.
All right. Which you can't either, because all of that's action and stuff.
It is. I can't be in full total defense.
Correct.
Okay,
It's a
never
full
mind.
round
I'm
action
back
to do
here.
so.
All right, I'm back here. I'm in total. It is a full round to do total defense.
Yep.
Okay, I'm total defense. That's all I can do then.
All right.
I can 5 foot step back though, right?
Yes.
Okay, 5 foot step back, total defense.
These two stone colonnades, 4 and 6, both move out. Alrighty. The fractured starred shardstone's turn. Mowgli's close enough.
He put himself out there. Everybody else is backing away. Mowgli going right in.
Yep, just enough in. Alright, so the various gemstones across its form begin to shift and spin as the entire obelisk itself begins to rotate into a flurry of of spiny death. And a 34 almost certainly hits you. You take 11 piercing damage, and for you, since you have DR, that's 10.
And that's off the red one, right?
The green first.
Green.
And then it looks like anything around that thing would have gotten slashed by those moving, sharp gemstones. Additionally, as it does this, it begins to settle and slow its spin. The gemstones become less jagged and meld back into its form. And as it does, it seems to bulge at the top, and that bulge travels down through it until it thumps the ground like a mallet to a drum. Mowgli, I need you to make a strength check.
Okay. How do I do that?
On core, the core tab, there's like where it says STR for strength and all the abilities near the top. You just click the black area with the D20.
Core? The core?
Yeah, the core tab.
Yeah. Click on that.
Yep. And then you see where you see like strength, dex, con, and wisdom. Click the strength one. 8. Okay.
Not good.
So it uses its Waves of Earth ability, and all other creatures other than the stone colonnades within 15 feet of it, you failed the saving throw, so you are pushed 20 feet back, and I need a reflex save to avoid being knocked prone since you failed the strength save.
Alright, how do I do that?
And that's in defenses, and then you'll see fort, reflex, and will. I needed a reflex. Alright,
Oh,
and
another
additionally,
fail.
you are knocked prone. This one crumbles and reappears next to Karash. Wizrune. Damn it, I don't have his shield. The
Too
one
many
I
shields.
Hey, you made all these NPCs, so.
You also made Tyree.
What about Taween?
I said, well, remember, we're calling him Tywin right now?
Yeah. Oh, yes, I get it. I'm here. I'm
Taween.
understanding.
Taween does something.
Quote unquote Taween. It's going to cast a... Oh, I have this thing selected. That's right, I don't have to do it for myself anymore. That's fine. He casts Ablative Barrier, giving himself +2 AC, and he converts the first 4 points of lethal damage into non-lethal until that has consumed, what, 30 points.
Sir.
And he doesn't know what's happening, so he's gonna come stand behind Fizz. Don't worry, I've got your back.
Master.
Very much so. Karash. Well, he's just gonna beat on this thing next to him, so that's what he does. And neither of those hit.
That's what I was afraid of.
Alright, at the end of the round, before it technically becomes Colonnade 3's turn, there are metallic lines that form between all of these that you see flash and run across the ground. And then center. Okay. That leaves Mowgli, unfortunately.
And the dog.
Yes.
Is the water lady not in that kinda? Or
She's on the line.
No. Just like outside. The dog it is. Okay. I tried finding tokens for this stuff, but nothing. So we're gonna do drawings. Once my program stops spazzing out. That's right. I'm gonna use squares, so that's more understandable. Okay. So, this section in the orange box, you see as all of the metallic lines connect between the colonnades, they then seem to all direct individually towards where Chronozon is. and the ground quakes and tears and begins to sink. And there's now a 20-foot deep pit of gravel and loose sand that is difficult terrain in that section of the map. And now it's back to the top of the round with Colonnade 3. That goes and reappears out here. Is there anybody shouting anything across the battlefield during these first 2 seconds, I guess? I want to try and make time to interject dialogue where desired, so keep that in mind.
And I'm far out to communicate really with anybody.
Yeah.
Someone help Senex.
I mean, I'm gonna crash. I think we need to deal with these culminates. They, if they get past behind us, it's not good.
They're fucking hard to hit! As he's like slamming his spike chain and it just bounces off. What do you expect me to do? That's his response to that.
Magic!
You hear him grumble something, but you don't know what. Alright, Irin.
Oakley says attack middle.
Alright, dim-witted one, right with you. As Irin runs across the field. Irin's a little rude. He's too far for that, so he just uses a bolt of fire. And that misses. Doesn't miss as much.
Because what they is literally just a pillar. How much touch AC does a pillar have?
The answer to that question is 2. So he runs up, throws some fire at it.
So what you're saying is, I can't miss.
This one shifts back. This one moves back, reforming. Abri. Has to double move, but keeps herself in front of Irin. Mowgli, you are prone. It will be a move action to stand from prone.
Can he get attack on the middle piece? Here?
Not on the middle piece. You could crawl over to this one and get an attack, but you'd still be prone. But you can... Oh yeah, you could. You could crawl here, but you wouldn't be standing up if you still wanted an attack.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Because you crawl at half speed. And since your movement speed is 40, you can crawl 20 feet. And since that puts you adjacent, you still have a standard action to attack with. You do have a -2 because you're prone, but we'll see if that matters. And that would be a singular Great Club attack. Also, are you raging?
Yeah.
Okay, make sure you have that checkbox in buffs turned on then.
Yeah,
so that it applies your bonuses. Cool.
Can I hit ranged or melee? Ranged, right?
A bit below that, you'll see where it's like full round attack, raging bite. You'll see one for Great Club.
Yeah.
For just one hit. All right. You slam into the base of the center shard stone. Much of your hit seems to be negated, as it seems to be made out of very tough gemstones, astron, and other hard rock. Additionally, since you hit it with a melee weapon, as you are swinging in, parts of the gemstones cuts and stabs across your arm, dealing 6 points of slashing damage, which is 4 for you because of the arm. Or 5, reduced to 4, sorry.
4 or 5?
4 damage. But you have hit it. Raoul.
Did it appear that I did some sort of damage to it when the crap?
It does seem that you did bash some rocks, and some of the rocks and gemstones detached.
Okay.
Which is the best way of describing damage to something like this. What you doing, Raoul? You're muted if you're talking. I see your arrow.
No, I'm not talking yet. I'm just
okay.
What I want to do. Raoul will be in agreement with Nith, as he could see her sign language from probably here, maybe not. Maybe he was thinking about it anyways.
That's
Protect
fine.
Senex! He must do what he has to do. And then Raoul is going to...
He didn't have a turn, did he, Senex?
He's doing the ritual.
Yeah, he's doing the
okay.
ritual.
Got it.
So,
Right.
for
Raoul,
purposes, he's not in the combat.
Yeah.
Got
As
it.
he's beginning to do his thing.
Raoul puts his hand near the spear that is on his back, as he can feel some of the electric charges from it going into his hand. And then he's going to then keep the electric... You notice, if anyone's looking, the electric charges start to go between his fingers. And then he's going to do a deadly aim lightning blast.
Ooh.
With meta magic, with meta kineticus activated as well.
Alright.
So if this hits, half of the damage is add 50% of the damage to it. To stone column number 5.
You got it.
So here's the hit.
What do you know? That touch hit hits. So that's 26, 13, 30, 40 damage.
Yes. That's 40 damage.
Boom!
And then he is going to now move 30 feet. No, I see the bars. The bars are right over the frame.
Oh,
me,
I color blindness. I just can't see it.
Ah, gotcha. Yep, that took about almost half its freaking health.
So you see giant chunks of rock and metal go scattering across the area around it from that blast.
Mm-hmm. Raoul's now going to move.
Can you hit it again?
No, I can only do one attack, one single attack per round.
He's a cannon. Hits real hard,
Yeah.
but can only shoot every so often.
He's going to start moving towards Senex. Is that what he's going to do? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Alright.
And that'll be his turn.
Alright. As you're beginning to run up, Byrsis looks over to you. What are we fighting?
The column, shoot it! Do something! We have to take the smaller columns, take them out so they can't do what they just did. I think we're going to have to take them out, then attack the big one.
Enough said.
These are the bigger ones, defenders, it looks like, or something, I don't know.
Alright, she is going to... Just look at that real quick. Yes. She is going to use her Arrow Song Strike. Although first she imbues her arrows with cold damage as they begin to frost at the tips. As she pulls back from, I guess she doesn't even have a quiver. She just pulls the string of the bow back and an arrow of cold, of a shard of ice apparates within it. As she is doing this, you see her chanting a spell as well. And this spell's hit is dependent upon her arrow hit, but on Colonnade 6, she's attaching Shatter to her strike. The 22 will hit. The arrow just seems to bounce off of it, but that's enough for the blast of sonic energy to explode from the tip of the arrow on impact and deal the 27 sonic damage as well.
Okay, that's where the damage came from. Okay. I was about to say, that did nothing.
But yeah, her arrows are pretty weak.
She shot the one near Senix then, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
This one uses its Aura Shift ability to move in front of Raoul. Come on, Roll20. You can do it. This one, Aura shifts over here. Fizz.
Yes! I can 5-foot step and still make a full round attack, right?
Correct.
Yes.
I will 5-step. Come on, you can do it. There. If my computer doesn't chug so slowly. And I will be making. First, I need to maintain my bardic, and I'll do that with most people take rocks for granite.
Wow.
Wonderful.
Bum.
Wow.
Somebody had to do it.
Feels like a negative to me, but that's okay.
I just took some wisdom damage, that's for sure.
And then I'm gonna fire my crossbow. I like crossbow.
Shoot crossbow.
At the center thing. At the thing in the center.
You got it.
So first attack, second attack.
Well, there you got
The
it.
first
Second
one
one might
misses and just ricochets off of some of the gemstones upon its form. The second one strikes it. The arrow itself just crumbles and snaps upon impact, but the fire damage does lick across its form a little bit.
Oh, was it flame arrow? Did you use a flame arrow? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Additionally, as some of the rock and metal melts away, and some of the small little shards that Mowgli hit off, those pieces coalesce. And we're gonna do a 1d8. And
That's what we're looking for.
another 1d8. Okay, 7. As one of the gemstones that Fizz kind of dislodges goes flying off behind it to the north, and it becomes the center eye for this thing as dust, soot, and sand begin to swirl around into a corporeal form. The radius you're seeing is just swirling sand around it. It does not hamper vision, but it is swirling sand.
Yep.
And let's pop him in to this, and we were on Chronozon's turn, because that puts you back at the top. Or no, we were on Fizz's turn.
Well, that was my turn, so I'd already done.
So
Oh, I see what happened. It reordered you and Chronozon for some reason. Okay. Chronozon.
So. Oh,
That's
sorry.
fine. That's fine. Chronozon, can he even attempt to get out of this pit? -1 climb. Okay. He's scampering on the side of the pit. Oh god. Roll20 hates me. I should keep all these sheets and notepads next time.
I mean, I think it's even chugging my Roll20 because you got so much stuff open.
Mine's actually doing pretty well.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Oh,
I made
maybe
it.
it's-
The map's 80 by 80 too, so it's pretty big.
Maybe I just need to zoom in a little.
I zoomed out a little bit. I can't see the whole battle map where I'm at 70%.
Yeah, I was at like almost 100.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm at 70%.
Okay.
It's running smoother now that I've zoomed in.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to follow suit on that. The splintered sand. Then it rolls in real soon. And it rolls right on up to the two of them. Now, when it does this, the sands begin to swirl around their forms. And both of them have to make will saves. Unfortunate. As the splintered sand swirls over towards them, the sand begins to gather in their eyes. And the two of them lay down, drop to their knees, and are asleep. And that's all it does. Nithir.
Knocked him out.
They were
Sleepy
affected
sand.
by its sleepy sand aura.
I don't know if I'm immune to that or not. Can't remember all this stuff. So, yeah. Or just got pluses against it. Okay. Well, I'm thinking I need to get near Senex, form a defense. So I am going to Barnacle. Barkskin is on me. I will do my move action of 40 foot. I'm done.
How are you getting down the 15-foot cliffside?
Nah, I'm just gonna jump.
Alright.
Acrobatics. Kaboom.
You are fine.
Roll and continue going. Gonna monk it.
Got it. Anything else for you?
That's it.
Alright. Colonnade 4. Or shifts back over there.
Oof.
That's what I figured they were gonna do.
Yeah.
Colonnade 6. Or shifts back here. Time for the Shardstone. Unfortunately, I have to zoom out now. Okay. This is going to wind up pushing you a little bit, Nithyrn. But it or shifts over here as it rises up out of the ground. You have the chance to kind of step back.
Okay.
Unharmed.
It can move as well.
It can move as well. It is then going to use its gemstone swirl. $32 versus all of those people adjacent to it.
32 what?
Versus AC.
Just hits me. Didn't have time
All
to
right.
get everything up.
That hits all 4 of the creatures, even the splintered sand. For 6 slashing damage.
We need these low rolls.
Could have been a hell of a lot worse.
It does wake up Abri and Irin, but they are prone. And those are its 2 actions. Stone Colonnade 7. Or shift. Wizrune. Now that he's buffed himself. Where is he? He's over here by you. What are we focusing, Fizz?
I think the center ones. I don't think we can. The center one.
Well, I'm slow. So he shoots.
I like how the party has different ideas.
He shoots a scorching ray at this one over here. However, is that a nat 1? Oh wait, no, that's never mind. I was looking at something else.
I was about to say it's not red.
I was looking at the wrong thing. For 12 fire damage, as a bolt of fire, a ray of fire goes over and strikes this one.
So these things, their touch AC is lower than 9 as well?
He got a 24 versus touch there.
Oh, if critical. I gotcha. I was looking at something else.
Yes,
My bad.
Their touch AC is 8.
Wonderful. That
They're
means I literally
giants.
can't miss.
They're giant stone pillars. What do you want?
I don't know. That means that's good for me. Literally means I can't miss.
This
You're
is
the
true.
only one with touch attacks.
Yep.
Okay. Karash. He just sighs deeply. What's his speed? 30.
God damn it. Another fight where he has to keep on moving to hit
He's
anything.
just
Yeah,
trudging
yeah.
across the battlefield. End of the round. $1d3. Alrighty. Anything tactically that looks appealing? Yes. No. Join your dog in your pit. As that is now one big pit. As he sinks into the ground with it. And then, because this is end of round 2. Yes. Snap to grid shift. This one is gonna be white. Oops. As additionally, again, you see at the end of the round lines of metal seem to connect between all of them. And that does fit between you guys. Excellent. Fizz, there's now a 30-foot tall pillar in front of your face.
That's not very nice.
Colonnade 3. Adjusts to up here. Irin. He stands up, I suppose, provoking from the splintered sand, which will attempt to slam him with its sandy form, missing him entirely.
Damn. Everyone's got some AC.
And then he is going to... Yes. Pull out a long sword, although it's not even a long sword, it's just the hilt of a sword. But as he pulls it from his belt loop, it emits a flame of sword and swings it at the creature that first time, which will hit for some damage. Wait, Fireweaver. No, that's a. Yeah. I have the damage type wrong here.
They're inspired,
Fire
right?
damage.
Yeah, they're
yes.
also inspired. So that thing's on the side.
Those ones shift in. Abri stands up. But there's no attack of opportunity to be had against her. And she uses her Crown of Swords on the little thing next to them. Which will hit, and since it does force damage, it does damage. She strikes out with a scimitar made of multiple crowns connected to one another. Mowgli, your turn. You are still prone.
Alright, how far can I move? Can I get an attack on the big thing?
Well, hold on. You could stand up and get there if you wanted to.
So I get one attack?
No,
No attacks.
but you don't have to go in the cloud either. You could go down here.
Here?
Yeah,
No attack.
no attack. But you're next to
Is
it.
there anything else I can do defensively or anything else?
No.
Okay.
But you're,
Alright, that's my move.
You're providing flank though, and I'm providing you flank.
Thank you.
This creature is immune to flank. Roll.
Oh, well then irrelevant.
Yes. Was the archer lady's name?
Viersas.
Virazas. Take out the one that you hit. I'll take out this one.
You got it.
Thinking that it doesn't have these things that's all right. So for now 2.5 rounds, these things have only moved. They have never attacked. I've watched us run around them, run by them. I don't think they have attacks of opportunities. So I'm going to use my move action to yet again energy overflow. So I don't take a point of burn from doing this again. So I'm pretty much just going to do the same thing I just did. Deadly aim,
Okay.
lightning blast with Metakineticus.
You got it.
Trying to take this thing down as quickly as I can.
Max damage.
So,
Still another 40 damage.
yep.
And it still stands.
Oh boy.
They got a lot of hit points.
They do, but
Any move? Oh, you did the movement to do your thing. Goodness, I picked up.
yep. So that's my turn.
Viersas. Let's see. Total manually. She used 1 second. Anything remotely grouped? Not really. That doesn't help her. That doesn't help her. She'll do the same thing again. She'll shatter with her arrow song, attaching it to. Oh boy! Now, because the spell is technically part of the attack, this means the spell gets doubled too. Although, let's go see the crit card first.
Yes. She might have just taken that. Oh no. That's how much damage she did last time. It probably has about the same as my health as the one I'm fighting.
Well, I rolled the magic crit hit. She got double damage and +4 to her AC for 1 round. So,
Good.
Shatter is already doing that, so I need to roll that much more damage. Okay, so there's 50 sonic damage attached to that.
Oh my god.
She did a lot.
Yeah.
Took it out.
And
I have
then
found my cannon, buddy.
the 8 piercing damage, which is critted into 19 piercing damage. So it does that much after DR.
And 3 cold.
And then 3 cold damage. It is still standing, but it is mostly crumbled.
I know who's going to be my rival if we fight these guys.
Or shift. Or shift. Chronozon. Goes over to Karash. Karash attempts to get it to climb out. That ain't happening. The dog actually just can't get out of this pit. It's impossible. So let me go look at Karash. Can he dismiss it and resummon it?
It has a. So the climb out of this thing is a DC 23 or higher?
Chronozone has a -1 to climb. Also,
I'm seeing a
it's
+3 to climb.
it's a 20-foot tall pit.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah,
That is
20-foot
true.
deep pit. He cannot. He can only summon Chronozone once a day. So, that's that for the dog. Fizz! It's a big-ass pillar in front of you, and the colonnades moved away behind you.
Yeah, I figured it would. Well, I mean, the first thing I need to do is maintain my performance.
Uh-huh.
Why does a moon rock tastier than an earth rock? Because it's a little meteor.
Did you take performance joke or something? If so, I'm
Don't
I'm
be
all
envious.
I'm all for, I'm all for. Hey, my jokes were pretty solid as well.
I thought I had seen the last of this when Aztok died.
Okay,
I remember my solid don't eat raw poultry joke.
okay, I'm
Okay, I
gonna
forgot.
be moving. So that's one move. Am I able? Map. I need to scroll slowly at a time so I don't stutter. And down a little bit. Down. Okay.
And my solid 2 heads are better than 1, except if they're both ugly joke.
That's out of my range. So I might as well do a second. And move here. And that's my turn.
Karash sees you run by over the pit. Hey! Get us out of here!
We'll do that once the pillars dealt with.
The Splinter Sand. Attacks Abri. Missing.
Okay.
Nice.
These guys have some serious AC.
That's all it can do. Nithirn.
Yeah, I'm still buffing up. I activate Shield of Faith and hold my ground.
Okay.
Come on, man.
You play you.
Nothing?
You play you. I'll play me. I only have a move and an action.
Colonnade 4. Stay still. Colonnade 6. Stay still. Fractured Shardstone. It's going to use its Gemstone Swirl. 27 to everything adjacent to it. Technically within 10
Miss.
feet of it, but... Alright, that misses Abri as well. However...
Shit. Everyone, if
Mowgli's it.
we fight these guys, we're definitely going to have to use touch against her.
27?
Well, we don't have a reason to fight him, do we? Not yet.
Not yet, but I'm just remembering all this stuff just in case.
That's
Raoul
right.
would do that.
Yep. Fizz, get them out and get them in battle so they use up all their spells.
Yeah, okay, that's all Abri does. Which means Irin and Mowgli are getting hit. For 14 slashing damage. Which is 13 for you, Mike. And then... its second action is going to be Sandstorm Veil. A massive amount of sand and debris begins to swirl around the Shardstone. Everybody within a 25-foot radius of it must make a Fortitude save.
Way out, Fringe.
Does that include me?
That aura, no.
Oh, no.
It's abilities, right?
Defenses.
Defenses.
Or Fortitude. Nithirin, you're fine. Mowgli, you're fine. Buttons, defenses. Fort, Aaron is fine. Abri is fine. You all avoid getting the sand in your eyes, causing you to become blinded. And shield your eyes successfully. However, there is still a massive amount of sand and dirt swirling around, and it is hard to see your target. All attacks made within this zone have a 30% mischance. For 3 rounds.
Even if you're right next to it?
Correct.
It's right
it has
there.
a 30% mischance.
I know where it is. It's right there.
Alright. Colonnade 7. Did I press the button? Oh, it's just being slow. Press it twice. That's okay. You can do it. Roll 20. Colonnade 7 stays where it is. Wizrun. Continues making his way with Fizz. And is going to Magic Missile the Fractured Shardstone. Dealing
Damn.
711 force damage. Karash.
Can't
What
fling.
the hell does
Can't
Karash do?
fling his dog up. He can't like lift his dog up.
His dog is 700 pounds.
And then his dog
That's
can
a
lift him
big
up.
dog.
His dog
It's a
can lift him up.
hellhound. It's a nasty three-headed hell beast. All right. Oh boy. He's gonna try and climb. Anyway, moving on. At the end of the round, lines of metal form between all of the colonnades. We'll say Fizz, roll me a d3. All right. We'll do that. There.
Am I now 30 feet in the air?
You are 30 feet in the air. I also need you to make a reflex save to avoid being thrown prone as the earth juts up from beneath you.
God damn it.
You lose your footing. Your face slaps into the earth as it thrusts up, and you are now prone on top of a 30-foot pillar.
Okay.
It's actually not a bad spot.
Nithirn, roll me a d3.
Oh, what?
A d3.
A D3. Okay.
12 doesn't make a difference, right? Because I don't have that Ormir in the roll anymore.
A little bit.
Your total is 12.
Yeah.
You are not prone.
Yay! It's too contextual, so I'm giving up on remembering to enable and disable it.
Fair. Raoul.
Authority.
I had a
You're
feeling
in
I
a
was gonna-
20-foot deep pit.
I had a feeling I was going to get pitted.
Colonnade.
Knows I'm the strong one.
Wait, where are you going?
Huh?
Go that way. You don't go that way.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's not my decision.
What?
Aaron.
Fine.
I'm gonna fireweaver this splintered sand. Okay. That thing's back to being normal ass sand in the ground. As he swipes through it and the fire dusts it. Then his second attack he'll make against the fractured shardstone. But it just sort of bounces off its exterior. Colonnades are where they want to be. And Ebri uses her Crown of Swords. Also, missing the Shardstone. Hitting, but not mechanically hitting. Mowgli!
I'm right there, so it's gonna be full attack, right?
Let me try to. Let me try to see if I can deal with the cloud.
That's still there. 30% miss chance he missed that attack. So yes, it's your turn,
All right.
Mowgli.
So
Yeah,
my main
you-
attack is
The big one, yep.
Oh, yeah.
The full round attack one is your big slew.
Which is the melee one.
Yep, under
No,
the
it's lower.
no, it's a little bit further down. It says full round.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. I got at least 2, I think.
have to roll
Yes,
mischance for
because of Fizz's thing. Yep. So you need to roll a 3D100. R in the chat box /R space 3D100. And we'll just go in order. But
D100.
because of, yep. But because of Inspire Competence,
Did I do it wrong? I did it wrong.
Courage. Yeah, I think so.
Backsplash.
/R space 3D100. 2 of them will threaten to hit.
Okay, I did it.
The first one will miss due to concealment, though. So the second one hits for 26 damage, which gets reduced to that. And because you struck it with a melee weapon, you take, after your reduction, 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
Raoul, you're in a pit.
Yep. 1 second, I'm looking at something real quick, make sure I know what I'm doing.
A hearty hit, though, Mowgli.
Where are you? So I know exactly what I have to do.
Also, let me check that. Okay, not yet.
That's a standard action then. Either way is a standard action. Raoul's slightly annoyed now. Because you're not going to allow me to just step... You're not going to allow me to just move to the corner and shoot this thing again because I'm 20 feet deep, right?
Correct.
You have a climb speed, don't you?
I do, but I wanted to take this thing out in this round.
So your standard won't do it, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Now,
So I'm going to...
what do you need for your Kineticist Blast? Like 1 hand free?
I need 1 hand free.
So you can attack if you have a climb speed.
Not full round, though. He had just standard.
Yeah.
But I only need a standard to do it.
You should
Oh,
be
you're
fine.
too far on that side. I see what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I see.
So I'm just going to have to use my standard to activate Shard of Ale's other ability. I can still do Sound Sphere.
Oh. All right.
Creating
No.
a
It probably
creating
didn't
a
put. Yeah.
creating a sphere of air and sound around me. It circles around me, and now I can move within it.
No,
Now-
that is
No,
not
no,
what
no, no,
that
no.
means.
That's
So
Give me a
it's
second.
like a flaming sphere that does
You
sonic
form a
damage
ball.
and other stuff.
I thought
You-
I thought I moved within it.
You
No,
form a
it can
ball
go in
and
any
it can move
direction.
30 foot.
All right. For some reason, I thought that said I was inside of it. All right.
Does it have a range? I don't see.
I didn't put a range. That's something I forgot now that it's been used. But I would say I mean, anywhere you can't see very far from you in any direction anyway because you're in 20-foot pit. So wherever you want, kind of in your general area.
But he could form it up on the top and then move it 30 foot towards it and theoretically hit it.
Yes, he could get it to intersect
it
with the
here.
colonnade this turn if you wanted to.
And then go ahead, roll and hit.
Right. You could form it like on the lip here, and then roll it over.
Flaming Sphere is 100-foot medium range, so it's similar.
Yeah, but he's got to do it where he can see, right?
Yeah,
Do it,
yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. I can see the column though, right? It's a 30-foot fucking column.
That's true. You can. Actually, you're right. We weren't accounting that. You could probably hit it if you just move over here with your Earth Blast because it's so tall.
Oh, you're still letting me hit it from right there?
Yeah, I'll let you because you have 30-foot range, right?
Yeah.
5
So I
foot
would
in
say
and
here
then
you
shoot.
probably can still see it because it's 30 feet tall.
All right.
I was not accounting for that.
All right.
The corner
Then I'm
definitely
gonna-
still wouldn't work, but there will.
Yeah. So I'll go right there and shoot it then with my lightning blast.
Okay,
This time, no Metakineticus though,
you got it.
since I have to use my move action to actually move. Ooh, that's a low hit for it.
Oh, is that the total
1
damage?
point.
Yes, because I didn't. Yeah. Because it got 1 HP.
Yes, it does.
Motherfucker. I rolled 2 1s and 2 3s.
Oh, wow. Well.
So you still have
yeah.
no, that was it.
No, he moved.
No.
He
Versas.
step, but that's-
She even have multiple attacks? No, she does not. Wait. Yeah, she does. Oh yeah, she does. I forgot about that. All right. So she's gonna start. Let's see. Hold on. I'm going to roll her perception. Okay. She was not paying attention to that one at all. She's focused on hers. So, she is going to many shot, rapid shot, and pump this thing with arrows. All of the arrows simply ricochet, but all the cold damage hits. 10, 11, 12, 13. However, it is enough. And one of the stone colonnades crumbles to pieces and hits the ground. She 5 steps. Colonnades stay where they are. Chronozone's useless. Fizz,
Yes.
you're on a
Yeah.
30-foot pillar above the battlefield.
I am. I mean, I think we all know where rocks like to sleep, right? Bed rocks.
I like that one actually.
I'm going to attempt. Not that anybody followed my my plea. I'm gonna attempt to dispel magic. Or shit, am I within range? Yeah, I'm within range. 170
You are.
feet.
Make a
On the
caster level
column,
check.
trying to.
You trying to hit the cloud?
Yeah, the Mischance Cloud.
Yep.
I don't know why that just put a 7 into caster level. So I need to roll caster level.
It's a 1d20 plus your level. I think it's plus your ability mod too.
Let's just check. It's weird that it's not, because they should have just like automatically done it.
No, it's just 1d20 plus your caster level.
Okay, so plus 7.
Just roll a d20, yeah.
If I can type.
Ouch.
Nope. I'm guessing that doesn't beat the DC of like 10 plus whatever. 11
It's
plus whatever.
11 plus spells caster level. Yeah, no, that does not beat it, unfortunately.
That's my turn.
Nithurn.
I am going to 5-foot step back, activate Terra's Embrace, Miner's Defense. That's my turn.
Okay.
Ain't nothing gonna touch me.
Fractured Shardstone's turn. It's gonna start. First, that round ticks down 1. Now, its mischance doesn't matter for it because it does an AoE attack. But everything within 10 feet, which includes Nithurn, natural 20.
Misses.
Still hits.
Not according to Starjammer rules.
Well, we're not playing Starjammer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, in Starjammer it still hits, it just doesn't crit.
The confirms against...
Does not confirm.
Well, Splintered Sand is just toast. It does also confirm against Mowgli. Let's go to the critical
19?
deck. No,
He's
I still am rolling
figuring
the
stuff out.
He's rolling damage.
terrible
Damage and
gash.
He needs to figure out how many D12s he...
So, for Nithurn's damage, it is that, 16.
Shit. And there's no reflex against it?
No, it was an attack roll.
Okay.
For Mowgli, it is 20 slashing damage. It still did the crit, so they both take the 16 as well over there. It just didn't confirm
So minus
against
36?
them. No, it's
No,
just
no,
minus 20 total for you. And then, everybody... Nope, it only confirmed against Mowgli, so you have 1 charisma drain. So what that means is, on your sheet, you want to go to core. And then at the near the top where you see strength, dex, int, wisdom, charisma, all those. If you find charisma and then follow the row over, you'll eventually see one of the columns that's labeled drain. And you want to put a -1 there.
Yeah, I see it. I'm clicking on... Oh, shoot. I went too far. Okay, I got it. Okay, done.
Okay. And for its second thing, it is going to use Waves of Earth. All of you that just got attacked all have to make a strength check. So Mowgli, Nithir, and Abri, and Aaron. Strength, Abri, Aaron.
Is that under defense?
That's under core.
Just your core, your strength.
Aaron succeeds. Mowgli fails. Nithir fails. Abri fails. Okay. So everybody but Aaron gets pushed 20. His corpse gets pushed 20. Aaron, because he saved, only gets pushed 10. And all of you who got pushed 20 have to reflex to not be knocked prone. Aaron does not have to make that. Nithir and you are not prone. So now I need a reflex save, Mowgli, which is also in defenses. Abri is prone. Mowgli is not prone. Cool. Colonnade 7 is fine where it's at. Wizrun. It's going to come up over here, peek around the pillar. And do some more magic missiles. Come on, roll 20. Love me. 4, 8, 9, 10 force damage. Karash really needs to figure something out. What is his equipment? That's what I'm down to here. Okay. So it is. Alright. That's where he be. End of round.
Oh my fucking lord.
Three and 3. Who wants to be in a pit? Fiercest does. And Wizard does. Because they're the ones dealing damage. So they get pitted. Colonnade 3 moves back a bit. Aaron was not prone, so he moves back up. Oh, I forgot that. Real quick. Because Aaron, or somebody, Wizard, dealt damage. Enough damage. 6, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Come on. Boop. Splintered Sand is over there. As when Wizrin shoots the magic missiles, it sloughs off another gemstone that coalesces the sand around it into another form. I'm gonna shift this battle music. Colonnade 1 and 2 are fine. Abri stands up, but has to make a will save because of that sleepy sand. Abri is feeling very sleepy. Very sleepy. Mowgli, you are not prone, so this is a good start.
All right. We're going straight at it.
Yeah. And you will get one great club attack against it.
I can't do
With that.
great club or full round.
Because you're moving more than one square, you can only do a single attack.
That's good.
Oh my goodness. But you hit it like a frickin' truck. Let's see the crit card. Alright, click your great club attack again as you get surprise opening, double the damage, and one free attack with a -5. Alright, even with the -5, it hits. So, the first hit is 42, which brings it to that. The second hit is 22, which brings it to that. That drops it another set.
We're barely denting the thing.
I
And
think
Mowgli,
it
you're
has a
standing
lot of
right up
HP.
against it. You're standing right up next to it.
Yeah, we need to move the token.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3,
Attack can't just
4.
time frame these things.
I mean, that was an ass whooping, right? I mean, you can't do much better than that, right?
That was a good chunk of damage, for sure. Raoul, welcome to the pit. Round
Raoul
2.
Raoul says, "Fuck your pit." Are you fucking kidding me?
Is that in that one?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And not with that though. That would have been my normal lightning blast.
But it isn't that one, right? I'm
It isn't
having trouble
that
seeing
one.
it. Okay, okay.
No, it isn't that one, but oh
The
my
wrong button.
fucking lord.
Good and bad news. Bad news, you missed. Good news, you made him faster, and he's hasted for 1d4 rounds. But that doesn't matter.
You made a rock faster.
I then get out of the pit.
Alrighty.
5, 25. No, that right there.
Versus.
God damn this fucking pillar.
Does she have magic that gets her out of a pit? You know, I didn't realize these pits were going to be so rough. Because nobody has climb.
She fell prone.
Yeah, the pits are pretty much taking everyone out of the battle.
Yep.
Okay.
Jeez.
Yes. Indeed. I mean, when were rock puns the funniest? during the Stone Age. Gotta maintain my performance here, boys. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna blast Huzzah, and I'm gonna try and dispel magic on the mist field again. No. Well,
By the time you get to spell magic that's work, it'll be gone.
I'm out of that spell slot now, so
It's only last 3 rounds.
Nithirn.
I am going to give up on the big one because it doesn't look like I have a chance to touch it. I'm gonna 5 foot up, and then full burn a key for flurry of blows using my blunt because I only have a freaking blunt. Right? Is that all I've got left? Oh no. All I have is the piercing side. Never mind, I can't do that. I will move up. I will not burn a key. And hit the stupid thing once. No electrical damage.
Okay.
So just a single hit in the damage. No stunning fist. Called.
All right. You punch a chunk out of it.
That's it. Done.
It does a spin attack. Gemstone Swirl. Which will hit the both of them. For 13 damage. 12 damage roughly. It is then going to shift and reappear here.
fantastic.
That's good for me.
And it is as tall as... It's taller than the pillar you're on, Fizz, so it's still
Yeah.
like looming in front of you.
Raul needs to go after the big one.
Raul thinks the greater threat is the smaller ones right now.
Yeah.
Because if when we hit the big one, it keeps on creating these small things that put things asleep. Maybe if we take out the smaller ones, it can't do that shit anymore.
Yeah. Interesting logic.
That's what Raul's thinking.
Wizard's going to use his bounding step and use an arcane point to teleport up over here. Actually, over here. That's a swift action and his move action. It's actually an airwalk, it's not teleport. And then Wizardin will do some magic missiles. For 7 force damage. Karash is at the base of the creature. As it's kind of collapsed the side of that pit a bit. And he can strike it. Which he shall do. Missing twice. End of round. Oh, you rolled a single 2 yet. Aaron finds himself on a 30-foot tall pillar. And is not prone. And then... as soon as it happens... Come on, let me select the box. Give me the box. Can't grab the box. There we go. As soon as it happens, he gets thrust 30 feet up in the air, and then it immediately re-sinks it, bringing the ground back down, causing Aaron to fall 30 feet as it combos its ability. Aaron is going to try and not take damage, but he does take some fall damage and is knocked prone. Bringing it to Aaron, who stands up and bolts of fire. 4, 9 fire damage. Please let me select him.
Abilities.
Ivory's asleep. Mowgli.
Well, I'm on him, right? I can do full
Oh,
round.
yeah.
Yes,
attack,
sir.
right? There you go. Little bit of damage. Plus.
Indeed, the second one wouldn't have hit anyway. So the first one hits.
The last one's a nat one.
So it
Bite.
is.
Yeah.
That is 3 points of damage to you. And let's see what the crit fail card says on the bite. You still hit the target, but it can start a grapple against you for free. It can't grapple, so you just hit it.
Good.
Slightly more sand in your eyes.
But that is another 5 points of damage. Mowgli.
Jeez.
Sir Raoul.
Alright, before I do anything, I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Kinetic cover. If I make that appear under one of my allies, will you allow them it to help them out of the fucking pit?
What's the idea behind how you think that would help?
If it appears right under them, it should shoot them right up.
What, like 5 feet?
Something like that, yeah. However you want to judge it. I'm just trying to come up with creative ideas right now.
Yeah. We're in the Earth realm. This sort of magic is slightly stronger and different, and it will stay solid, so they'll have a 5-foot thing to stand on.
Okay. I'm not going to do it this round. I just wanted to take that into consideration for my next round.
Okay.
Because standard action dead.
That'll do it.
And because of Earlong that, I'm going to move towards her. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh no, I gotta be within a certain range of her. So